This is not a deliberate attempt by an individual. We have a lot more people sitting, watching and going through Dilwale, experiencing Dilwale and then rating it. If you can do this for 154 minutes, you can very well watch this movie review. This is Behindwoods movie review board giving a review about Dilwale. It's nice to see you again. Dilwale is a movie for people who like staring at things, uninteresting things, moving objects for about 154 minutes. So you're going to do the same. But for example, I'm going to try making this review a lot more interesting than Dilwale. Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. Sorry if my pronunciation is not that right. That is one iconic Hindi film. They've taken the Dilwale again and they've once again used the iconic evergreen pair of Kajol and Shah Rukh for a film. But Rohit Shetty could have sourced for a better story than the amazing actors and the technical department to put into a film like this. Unlike other directors, Rohit Shetty is never smart. He says, you know, I'm going to make a film and you know it's going to be bad, and you also know the fact that this story is going to be very predictable, and you might almost tell me the story while watching the film. Like, this is going to come next, this is where background score comes, this is where everybody is going to walk in slow motion, this is where Shah Rukh and Kajol going to hug. So literally, like, every freaking second of the film you might have to, you know, okay fine, I know this, come on, let's go ahead with the film.
हम शरीफ क्या हुए, पूरी दुनिया ही बदमाश बन गई.
So be okay with that. And Shah Rukh Khan, you know, Badshah of Bollywood, in spite of all the talent and the money, it is always unanswerable why Shah Rukh Khan comes up with a film like this. Chennai Express made around 300 odd crores, Happy New Year made like 500 crores, and possibly Dilwale will make 600 crores. The money is being made by Red Chillies Entertainment, but where is the entertainment? That's always a big question mark. In spite of having people like Boman Irani on board, the funny bone is never tickled. Johnny Lever's expressions might give you, but nothing happens literally. In the film, what you get to see is like one, you know, high funda advertisement where the, you know, the amount of money is only being spent on art direction and camera work and costumes and nothing more. The film, first off, primarily being conversation based, nothing is interesting. Out of ordinary, nothing happens. But considering the number of films Rohit Shetty has previously made, he still sticks to his favorite template of making a very simple film and force-fitting entertainment. It's like, you know, there has to be comedy, there has to be action, there has to be slow motion, there has to be that repetitive background score, there has to be gloss, there has to be fancy, but nothing more.
इस मनी भाई के लिए भी हम मनी बैंड ढूंढ लेंगे.
तू आदमी नहीं, ये फरिश्ते तो अपने चक्कर करा रहे.
Rohit Shetty has got this fetish for action films, but that also is a letdown when it comes to Dilwale. Most of the film happening at Bulgaria, we expected some eye-popping, amazing action sequences. In fact, the making video of the action sequences was much better than the final output that I got to see on screen. And to be precise, Dilwale is a film that you will still go watch in spite of being aware of the fact that it's going to be a very ordinary film. So they are going to make money, but for us it's going to be 154 long minutes of just plain commercial cinema.
मैं आपकी मांग में सिंदूर भरना चाहता हूँ.
Talking about the performances, Shah Rukh Khan has been doing this for the last 300 years, and Kajol, I don't know, something is wrong with her looks. Either the makeup didn't go along or she probably worked with a fashion designer who was never happy with her. Sorry to be a little stingy about this, but the fact is Kajol doesn't look beautiful. She looks enchanting, she looks attractive at certain areas, but there is a misfit on her looks. Kriti Sanon is taller than Varun Dhawan, but still the cinematographer has played with the height adjustment and made them look like a real pair, you know, that's like a big deal. Varun Dhawan's role of being a retard, hopeless brother who just sleeps it away. Coming to Kriti Sanon, she doesn't get to act either, but she comes for the songs and gets to wear the fancy dress and do some steps that doesn't suit her at all. And talking about the story, once again, Rohit Shetty has collaborated with two different people. Screenplay has been written by somebody and dialogues has been written by somebody. Story has been written by everybody. In the sense that in the last 15-20 years of Tamil cinema, we've seen a lot of that. So Rohit Shetty has always got a liking for films down south, so he keeps watching them at regular intervals, I believe not the pirated DVDs, and he comes back and does a film in Hindi. So this film by all means is not entertaining, it is not exciting, there is no edge to the story, and the template is far more familiar than the kind of films that we get to watch on regular intervals. So Dilwale is a film that you've already seen, but you once again go and see because of the iconic pair called Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol.
आज के बाद मुझे अपना चेहरा मत दिखाना, जान ले लूंगा.
They've not concentrated on their actual, chemistry on screen, off screen. There could have been an amazing love story intertwined between the concept, and Varun Dhawan and Kriti could have brought a different youth factor to the story. The film neither has an unpredictable climax or a classy flashback. There is no irony in the film. Oh my god, I did this already like 10-15 years back. So the story is so predictable because of the fact that you've seen it already. In fact, Dilwale is the oldest wine in the oldest bottle. Why will you invest so much of money once again, bring 4 amazing talented actors together, having a director like Rohit Shetty, and make a film which has already been seen by everybody? Dilwale, in fact, is a tribute to Mr. Suraj, same director who made Prem Ratan Dhan Payo. The running time of the film is actually faster than my 77-year-old granny who can go to the vegetable shop, fetch vegetables and come back home in a wink. So this film is slow, this film is predictable, this film is boring, but out of all, it is strictly for people who love seeing Kajol and Shah Rukh on screen. So that is the saving point of the complete film. So let's go to the plus and minus of the film. The plus being Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan is for a reason the Badshah of Bollywood because of the fact that he doesn't want to prove himself smart by making an iconic film. He wants to make a film which entertains people. For example, I am somebody with a reasonable amount of IQ, but there are a certain section of audience who wants to forget the reality and get into the dream life of Shah Rukh Khan, which is the Dilwale story. So that might probably entertain a few section of people. The other plus being the package. As such, the comedy, the songs, the action, the Varun Dhawan Kriti pair, and especially the Kajol Shah Rukh love portion is another plus. The other third plus, the only plus that I could think of, is the look and the packaging of the film. I mean the look and the gloss of the film. There's so much of money being invested into the film that every frame looks like a painting. Coming to the minus being, I might have to find the story, and the other minus being Mr. Bunty Nagi is the editor of the film. I wish he could have used their second name while cutting the film. He could have probably said Nagi here, Nagi there, and Nagi there. He's never used that. So Bunty Nagi could have been a lot more ruthless on cutting the film. So the running time is another major minus. The third minus being the template filmmaking. We've seen this. Why do you want to give it to us again and again and again? When you could bring in a dream cast like this with so much of money being pumped in, it's high time you start making different films, entertaining films that could actually make people come to the theaters and make 1,000 crores out of it. Who's bothered? Just give us a nice film. Out of all, finally, I would like to finish this. It's strictly for Shah Rukh and Kajol fans who like to stare at uninteresting moving objects for about 154 minutes. Make sure you don't cut this. Thank you so much for watching Dilwale movie review. Sorry to the patrons of Rohit Shetty. I wish he does another better film to his adding a feather to his cap. So Behindwoods movie review board is giving Dilwale the rating of 2.25.